About 10 to 12 years ago, covers were all over YouTube. I mean, everyone was doing them for every single song that came out. Well, apparently, my friend Alyssa didn't get the memo. That's a joke. So, my friend Alyssa, she is very talented, okay? She's a good singer. And she has her own YouTube channel, and it's going to be in the description. But she makes covers, and so I took the 25 covers she had on her channel and I ranked them by the numbers. So part of it is me and part of it is mathematically. So let me explain how I got this idea. So I got it back in December when she released her 24th song. And so I'm like, I'll just wait till 25 because 25 is more of a round number than 24. But she didn't release her 25th one until 2 weeks ago. So that's how I'm able to do this now. And I used 3 different statistics to figure out what is her best cover. So the first one is by views. So that's very easy. You just go to YouTube, filter it to popular. It has them listed from 1 to 25. Easy. Then I listen to the actual song. So for example, we have, let's just say Try by Kobe Kalei. I listened to the Kobe Kalei version and all the actual songs and ranked those 1 to 25. And then I listened to Alyssa cover them and ranked them 1 through 25. So I had 3 different numbers here. Took those 3 numbers and averaged them out. And then I also, so say a song got a 1 in views, a 15 in actual song rankings, and a 12 on Alyssa covering it. Then I would take those 3 numbers, add them up, and you would want the lowest number. And I am doing this not to criticize her in any way. Okay, I will hate on this song. I would not hate on Alyssa covering it. So I think that's everything, the important part. Okay, so her, not worst, my least favorite one is Can't Help Falling in Love by Haley Reinhart. It got a 16 on views, a 25 in actual song, and a 25 in Alyssa covering it. So that averages out to 22, and it got a total of 66 points. Now, it's a cover of a cover because I swear Elvis Presley did that song, and I never want to hear Haley Reinhart ever again. The song is so boring. I didn't want to listen to it. And I feel bad for putting, like, any of Alyssa's songs last, because, like, one of them have to be last. But it was boring to listen to. Okay, so she made mistakes on some songs, and she, like, admit that in her video. But honestly, the cover, the singing part wasn't too bad. I was just bored out of my mind listening to it, because I've already heard Haley Reinhart sing it, and I didn't want to hear it a second time. So 24th, we have Amid the Falling Snow. That was 17th in views, and then got a 24th in both the actual song and Alyssa covering it for a 21.7, and that is 65 points, so just above Can't Help Falling in Love. And I feel like Alyssa covering it got the short end of the stick, because I did not want to hear Amid the Falling Snow one more time, because I don't like the actual song. So I feel like it got a little... it shouldn't be that low, but I didn't really have anywhere to put it. I just didn't want to hear that song again. 23rd, we have Dig Deep, which is 24th in views, 21st in the actual song, and Alyssa covering it got a 16. I was really surprised that it got a 16 on Alyssa covering it, which averages to 20.3 or 61 points. I've never seen Backstage, but it's a good, decent little song. Okay. So, we have her most recent one, Piece by Piece, which was 23rd in views, 13 in actual songs, and 19th in Alyssa covering it, which is 18.3 or 55 points. I really like Piece by Piece. I think I suffer from hearing it a little too many times, but it's still a good song. That's why I got 13th in, like, actual song singing, because it's good. Now, this one hurts me. We have Keep Holding On, which is 21 in views, 11th in the real song, Avril Lavigne singing it, and 20th in Alyssa covering it for a 17.3 and 52 points. Now, the editing is a little shaky when Alyssa does it, but I'm glad she tried. It's 11th because, love Avril Lavigne. And 21st in views, that's why it got so low of a ranking. Now we have Friends Don't by Maddie and Tay, whoever the heck they are. 13 in views somehow. I still don't get that. 20th in natural song and 18 in Alyssa covering it for 17 as an average and 51 total points. I don't want to hear Friends Don't again. That song makes no sense to me. It's cool. I'm never going to listen to it in my free time, but it's a thing. So, we have Try by Kobe Calais Nets. Got 19th in views, 19th in actual song, and 11th in Alyssa covering it for 16.3 and 49 total points. Alyssa did a really good job covering this one. It was like trying to decide between Try and Try, Lost Boy, 1,000 Years. Right, the three of them were sort of battling for a spot. But I really like how Alyssa covered this one. Next, we got Driver's License. 11th in views, 15th in actual song, and 22 in Alyssa covering it for a 16 as an average and 48 total points. She did say in the video she messed up on the song, and it was a little slow, but it was in a lower key, so I get that. I've heard Driver's License too many times. That's why it's 15th on actual listen to. But 11 reviews, not too shabby. We have a Warrior, not a Warrior, whatever. 3 in views, 22 in actual songs, and a 21 in Alyssa covering it for 15.3 or 46 points. If you're noticing, you want the number to get smaller and smaller. That's what we're doing here. The 3 in views is what gets it so high. I never, and I'm not like a ballad person. I like to listen to them, but Alyssa did a good job covering Warriors, and of course her dog makes an appearance in the beginning of the video, so points for that. We have Lost Boy, which is 20th in view, 12 in how I like the song, and 9th Alyssa covering it. So first song I think I mentioned so far cracked the top 10 and everything, in anything I mean. So that's a 13.7 and 41 points. This song just gives me nightmares because I had to dance with this to my then girlfriend in like 7th grade, and it was super, super awkward. But I haven't heard this song in years, and surprisingly, it's still a good song. Who would have known? Next, we have Skyscraper, one that I requested her to do, so that's cool. So we have 9th in views, 16th in actual song, and 15th in Alyssa covering it for 13.3 and 40 points. Now, this was tied with another one that I'll get to in a second, but Skyscraper, she did it for talent show in 2020. Yeah, 2020, and she killed it. I really like it. Her and Demi Lovato sound just about the same, although she did get like some of the high notes. And that's not like a problem. A critique that sometimes Alyssa goes for the high notes and they don't always land, so it gets very interesting. Okay, then we have You Don't Know Me, which got a 7 in views, 10 in Liz Julie singing it, and 23 for Alyssa singing it for, again, 13.3 or 40 points. It was a tie. So there's 3 ties on this. Last night I touched Alyssa, and after You Don't Know Me More or Skyscraper one. She said You Don't Know Me. So that's how You Don't Know Me got 1 spot higher. The Alyssa covering it killed it. That's why it's like in the middle. It's clear it wasn't the prettiest. I didn't put it live because Amid the Falling Snow and Can't Help Falling in Love was just boring. But this one was like, I'm not trying to be harsh here, but like the worst one, she was sort of like behind on the beat a lot, and it was a little something. So next we got Love Someone by Lucas Graham, which was 25th in views somehow. I love that song. Actually, I've never heard it, so now I love it. And then we have 8th in How I Liked It, and 6th Alyssa covering it for average of 13, and it got 39 points. It would be higher, but again, it's last in views, so that's sort of what dropped it down so much. But the other 2 numbers are really good. We got 1,000 Years, the Twilight song. 18 in views, 3 in How I Liked It, and 17th in Alyssa covering it for a 12.7 or 38 points. I used to hate this song because, I'm like, oh, the Twilight song, love song and stuff. But now I'm in a relationship, so I sort of like the song. Don't judge me, okay? Again, just like You Don't Know Me, a little behind the beat when she was singing, but it's whatever. I'm just proud of her for trying it and putting it out on the internet because she has 25 more covers than I ever will. So, next we have Wondering. Her and her friend Rose did it for Sing for Serenity Serenade. We got an 8 in views, a 14 for both. How I Liked It by, Olivia Rodrigo and Julie Lester, whatever her name is, and Alyssa and Rose, and that is an average of 12 and 36 points. The reason it got 14 is they're like, so sometimes Alyssa's singing, right? And the voices don't always match up at the same time. When they match up, it works. It's beautiful. But when it does not, it is a little cringy. And that's what happened. Although Rose killed it. I mean, Alyssa killed it too. I mean, not trying to be mean, but Rose crushed it. I really like Rose's singing. Next, we have Mary Do You Know. It got a 4 in views, 17 in How I Like the actual song, and a 13 in Alyssa and her friends covering it, and it got 11.3 for 34 total points. This is another one she did for Serenity, and again, the same thing with Wondering how, there's 3 of them singing, and so you want to try to get all the voices lined up, and when they get lined up, it's great, and when they don't get lined up, it's something. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, number 9. I did not number these. I never them on my paper. Number 9, we have More Than a Band from Lemonade Mouth. So it got a 6 on views, 18 on How I Liked It, and 8 in Alyssa, and again her friends covering it. I did not put these in any order. So 10.7 for an average and 32 total points. This one I had to mess behind because they did it for our friend Katie, who was going through some stuff, and so for some reason, I don't know why, Serenity's version of covering this a lot more than Lemonade Mouth. Although Lemonade Mouth is my favorite Disney, live action. No, not live action. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. The Lemonade Mouth is my favorite Disney movie, basically. Well, animated is, the Little Mermaid, but, with real people. You know what I mean. Okay, next we have I'm Not Okay, which is 22 in views somehow, but it gets a 4 in How I Like It and a 3 in Alyssa covering it, which is 9.7 for 29 points. I'd never heard this song until I started doing the research for this video and getting all the stats. It would be a lot higher if it wasn't 22 in views somehow, but I already like this song. It was in contention for the top spot, but the views really knocked it down. Next, another song I have not heard till I started researching this was His Daughter by Molly K. Keshner, or whatever her name is. 12 in views, 6 in Molly singing it, and 10 in Alyssa singing it for 9.3 or 28 points. Dang, this is a powerful song. I really, really like it. I'm going to be listening to it more. It sends a really, really good message, and it really made me think. It was like a 6-minute song, but it didn't feel like 6 minutes at all. It really told a good story throughout the lyrics, and I really like it. Next, we have You're Gonna Be Okay. It got a 2 in views, her second most viewed videos, a 23 in How I Like the Song, and number 1 in Alyssa covering it for 8.7 or 26 points. I think this is her number 1 cover. I like the message. She said she did it because it was bad during quarantine and how we're all going to be okay throughout the pandemic. But I hate the actual song. Surprised me. I hate it. It's so slow and boring. But Alyssa killed it and actually makes it enjoyable to listen to. It was battling with... So I already said with battling with I'm Not Okay for the top spot. And the one that did get the top spot got second. You'll see in a minute. Okay, next we have at number, wait, one, two, three, four. Okay, number 5, we have Anxiety. It got 15th in views, 7 in How I Like the Song, and 4 in Alyssa covering it for 8.7 and 26 points. Again, before the Never Tie asked Alyssa, which do you like more, You're Gonna Be Okay or Anxiety? And she said Anxiety, so that's how it got the number 5 spot. Again, another song I never heard, and I really like it, and I've been singing it the past couple of days after I heard it, and if the views were a little higher on it, it could have gotten like number 3 or 2. That's how much I like it. Next, we have This Is Me for 14th in views, number 1 in How I Like the Song, and 7 in Alyssa covering it, and that's a 7.3 for 22 points. Again, her dog shows up, and I like it. It's just crazy. This is her like most all over the place cover because the dog's barking. She has the fan on. She does the sort of dual voice thing where she has 2 of her singing at the same time. It's just all over the place, and it works. I can tell her confidence in it, and I'm really glad she posted it anyway because she said she didn't realize the dog was barking until she edited it all together. She's like, yeah, well, whatever. You heard the dog before, so screw it. So really proud of her for that. And I just love Visit Me with Demi Lovato and Joe Jonas. Really good song. So that's what helped it get this high. So we have her first ever cover at number 3. She's So Gone. So number 1 in views, 9th in How I Like the Song, and 12th in Alyssa covering it for, again, 7.3 and 22. Visit the third tie. Touched her. She said she liked She's So Gone more than This Is Me. And she teamed up with, the person I mentioned earlier, Katie. And Katie is great, okay? Katie's in, like, the 2% population who can make, like, she's singing casually in this. She's not belting. She's not doing, like, I've heard her sing amazingly, okay? She's just casually singing in this. And she is 10 times better than I will ever be, and making the other 98% of the world be like, I wish I could do that. But no, Katie is so talented. And I think Alyssa made a really good choice for this to be her first cover, and teaming up with someone who already, is a very good singer. Not that Alyssa isn't a good singer, but Katie is amazing, okay? Katie can hit the high note because Katie is a soprano. I believe Alyssa told me she's an alto. So that's why I said it's a little interesting when Alyssa goes for the high notes and they don't always stick. But Katie just kills it in this one. And She's So Gone is just a good song in general. So the runner-up, we have Jar of Hearts. It got a 10 in views, a 2 in How I Liked It, so just below This Is Me, and a number 5 on Alyssa Singing It for a 5.7 average and 17 points. Now, this song, again, a talent show song, I believe she told me once, because she did, so Piece by Piece was her 2022 talent show. Jar of Hearts was her 2021 talent show. 2020 was Skyscraper, and I know she said, was it Try? Was her 19 one? I forget. I know she posted all 4 of her talent show songs on YouTube. I just forget which one she said she did in 19 that she posted. But anyway, Jar of Hearts, Christina Perri. I love this song ever since she sang it last year. For some reason, I really like the song, even though I'm dating someone, so that's sort of defeats the point of it. But Alyssa, really good job singing this one, and she just did great. I don't know what else I can say. But number 1, somehow, a song I have never heard before, Concrete Angel by what's her name? Martina McBride? I think that's how it's pronounced. Got a 5 in views, 5 in How I Liked It, and a 2 in Alyssa Singing It, for an average of 4 and 12 total points. So it didn't get 1 in any of the categories, but it still came out on the top song. And I adore this song. It's one of my favorites already, and Alyssa, she did great singing. So it was between Concrete Angel, between Concrete Angel Anxiety, You're Gonna Be Okay, and I'm Not Okay for like the 4 songs that were fighting for the top spot. Now, Alyssa said her favorite is actually More Than a Band. She said that last week when we were hanging out at school. She said More Than a Band is her favorite one that she's made. And she said her top 3 was, oh God, she texted me this last night. Like, She's So Gone. I don't know. Look at the description. I will write it there. She sent me a text message and I completely forgot it. Good job on me. But no, that is Alyssa's best song by the numbers. So, oh wait, no, I'll just write it in the description instead of me trying to remember stuff. So, yeah, this was by the numbers, and I never know how to end these. So, bye. Oh, one more thing. She should have been a 25 a long time ago. It's just that I'm a bad singer because we actually tried to do Don't Look Down from Austin Alley, and that was a complete train wreck, and it never got planned out. So, yeah, and then she told me she wanted to cover Stepping Into the Light from Legacy, Kaylee Bryant. Now, I think that's a good song. I mean, it's a beautiful song. But, so maybe 26 will be coming soon. We will see. I really am like one of the people that are encouraging her to cover and stuff this summer. Because this summer there's nothing else to do. So, yeah. Top 25 songs. Bye.